Hilton O'Neill sits in his SUV, an SUV loaded with modifications, weaponry, and all manner of gung-ho gear. Hilton has just finished modifying his M27 assault rifle as much as he can. He will need more marksmanship and rifle skill before he's able to add additional modifications. The same goes for his sidearms, yet he is better prepared now than ever. Yet his torso still aches. His ballistic vest protected him from the robots of the gun show. Yet the bruising is still severe, and no doubt there are a number of cracked ribs. For now, the bleeding is under control, and his pain is all but moderate. That being said, the sun is high in the sky, and the road is long. Out there, somewhere, a bird awaits, and with it, Hilton will take flight. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and to our short survival series that, hasn't been too short with Hilton, but that's okay. Sometimes we are going to have more difficult goals to achieve. But as you can see, his assault rifle here has been modified significantly. We've added a number of different modifications there. It's also rocking a snail drum magazine, which allows us to have 90 rounds of ammunition in there right now. We have a red dot sight, a rail laser sight, an ergonomic grip, a butt hook, and a cheek pad at the moment. I do want to add more things to this. We do have a rifle scope, but unfortunately we need to have more marksmanship and rifle skill before we're able to actually apply that. So, for now, we are going to hit the road. We're probably going to keep the rifle out. I think it's okay. And we're going to be driving north. We'll kind of go in the direction of the road mayhem here, just to see if there is anything interesting around there. I mean, there's bodies, certainly. And it looks like that's a limousine. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we've had starts very, very similar to this. Now, some of those things could be quite useful for us to have, but we're not going to hang around. We do indeed have places to be, and so we're going to be trying to avoid towns. This is a steel mill, actually, so there could be a number of useful resources there. It's a very big place by the looks of things, and we have a lot of activity out here with this Migo and other kind of extra-dimensional creatures hanging about. But a steel mill is not likely to have a helicopter, so it's not really what we are looking for. It is a very, very good site to have found in the world, especially if you're playing a longer-term campaign of Cataclysm. There's going to be a ton of resources, machines, equipment, and everything else in between at places like that, and I think we have ourselves a FEMA camp here. Yeah, that's a ridiculously massive corpse pit. So, we have been to these locations before. We know that they can have a lot of value, especially in some of the structures that are a little bit more barred off. So I'm honestly tempted to get a little bit more skill with Hilton and his rifle. So we're going to start doing semi-automatic shots and just going for precise shots at the dead here. Let's also make sure that we go and put our earplugs in as well, because it's going to be pretty loud for a long while here. We don't really want to stop shooting or stop aiming for anything. Like, even if they start to get close, heavy arterial bleeding means that that one is going to die really soon. There is a strong chance that they will break through eventually, but it's still going to take them a little while before they're able to do that. We've got a deranged axeman out the back there. That zombie dog is going to be a little bit more difficult to hit. Looks like one has died up close. That's okay. And yeah, we're really struggling to hit this zombie dog at that kind of range. So I think for now, let's just try and focus on those that are a little bit closer to us, just so that they don't pile up too much. And as soon as we get that heavy arterial bleeding, we go and shift onto someone else. That's how we do this thing. You're a little bit too far away, but I think we can still probably hit you because you're a larger target. And sure enough, yeah, 56 damage. Although in saying that, maybe we didn't actually hit you. Yeah, that's entirely possible. We do have a hunting rifle. Unfortunately for us though, we don't actually have any ammunition for that hunting rifle. So I'm hoping eventually we will. That would be nice. But for now, Hilton is doing his work. He's cleaning this place out. And honestly, if we can get enough of them together, we're going to utilize grenades because we have like 18 grenades. I feel like we still have like maybe 4 on our person. They're a little bit heavier. So I've been trying not to have too many in our inventory at any given time because we don't want Hilton to be getting weighed down by all the equipment that he has. That's a good shot on the deranged axeman. That is heavy arterial bleeding, and they have breached the fence. Okay, so we're going to start to shoot at the ones that don't have heavy arterial bleeding, and of course, if we can kind of group them together, we will look at utilizing the grenades, but at the same time, I think we are still getting some rifle experience here, so we're just going to keep on shooting at them as they make their way through here. Try and hit the one behind. We somehow managed to do that, just narrowly grazing past the one that was already quite injured. That zombie dog's going to take a long time to get through here, so we are not all that concerned. And yes, we are expending resources here. We are spending ammunition, but there is a strong chance that we are going to get that ammunition back. We can see that the zombie soldiers, they take far less damage from our rifle, but they still take enough. That heavy arterial bleeding should be enough to take it out. Unfortunately, our last shot did hit it and didn't hit the one behind, so let's hope that we can actually get a few decent shots off here. We're just going to start going for careful aim because that should be good enough at this kind of range to take them down. Sure enough, it is. We don't have a long string of them coming for us right now, but I think we're going to continue to stay focused on this gap in the fence here because that's where they're going to be coming from. That decayed zombie up the top there is going to take far longer to actually punch through the fence. So let's try and see if we can hit that zombie child there. They are quite difficult to hit, so we're probably just going to have to wait until they get a little bit closer. Sure enough, that'll do it. A careful shot should finish them. I say that, but it took one more, and that's okay. Alright, let's see. Another precise shot should take you out. Wonderful. Okay, so we can't actually see how much ammunition is in here right now, but we didn't use all that much. We don't have a crazy amount of it on us at the moment, so we'll try and reload some. We probably waited a little bit too long to do that. That's okay. Let's start taking a few shots here, and we can pretty much just continue to take relatively wilder shots once they start to get into this close range, because it's going to be very difficult for us to miss them. Sure enough, we succeed. Good. And I do wonder if we can actually continue not reading, but reloading this rifle with the different lots that we've got. We've spotted a Triffid, apparently. Interesting. Right, well, let's just keep on topping this off. We may have to go back towards the vehicle to see if we have some more loose rounds of ammunition. We obviously have magazines that are just totally good to go. Let's see here. It's mostly just these tiny amounts of ammunition that we have stacked away here. That actually looks to be all that we have for that, so let's go close those doors, and let's hope that we actually do find some on them. I mean, we've found grenades right away, so that's good. We've also found MREs as well. We are doing really good on food at the moment. Let's actually just do a search like this. This will be the easier way for us to do this. The chocolate bars are going to be good. They're high energy, they're low weight. We'll have a look at the IFAK pouches, because if we can try and find some more hemostatic powder, that would be nice. Indeed, there is some in there. That's good. We will take that, thank you. We're also going to take these water purification tablets. I do have a hydration pack in our backpack now, so that's great. We're not going to worry about eating again just for a little bit, because we are a little bit overweight currently, and we don't want to push that too far. We've got a wood axe here on this deranged axeman, and not much else. Yeah, the civilians here aren't going to have a crazy amount of things for us, but that's all right. We are still in moderate pain at the moment, so I suppose we could look at taking a few painkillers. So let's just go knock back, let's say 3 aspirin for now, and let that slowly start to work for us. So I'm imagining that at some point we're going to find a great congregation of soldiers, so we need to be a little bit wary. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, ammunition cans. So sometimes we have found ammunition in those ammunition cans, but in this instance, it doesn't actually look like there's anything in them. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. Caffeine pills. Now, if we're on a late night drive, that could be rather useful. And hello, zombie soldier. Let's just start to aim up. Honestly, a precise shot should be good enough here. We did actually shoot through the glass to hit them there. We're just going to go for a carefully aimed shot. Another one of those, and one more should do it. There we go. Nicely done. And on this one here, we don't have anything crazy good. Whoa! Okay, so we rounded the corner at the wrong time there. We're just going to back the hell off because that was far more damage than I wanted to take right there. Damn, it kind of grabbed a hold of us for a second, and unfortunately I kept moving into them. It has heavy arterial bleeding, but I think we're just going to go for a regular aim shot, put them down. We didn't hear them. So that's one of the negatives about having our earplugs in, is that sometimes we are going to miss out on the dead being close by. So let's take them out for now, just so we can hear them moving around. We have an IFAK pouch here, we have more of these ammo cans, but yeah, there's nothing in them. If there was something, we'd see the little triangle so that we could actually have a look at it that way. Like the IFAK pouch here, which we will go and open up. We'll take some gauze out of that. We have a ridiculous amount of bandages back in the vehicle, so we're not going to worry about that at all. We're just going to go and take the purification tablets out of the actual container there. Looks like an antenna. It is. And let's see if we can crack these open. And let's see what we have inside. Spetsnaz, knife techniques, and an inflatable boat. Potentially very useful. We're overburdened. No surprises there. So let's actually try and take that inflatable boat back towards our vehicle, because you never know when you're going to need to use something like that. We more than likely need to have oars as well, but sometimes we can have them as a part of the thing. So boat, let's go put that back in here, because the volume on that, and no doubt the weight, is actually kind of crazy high. Our base weight is fine now, so we're just going to go wait, catch our breath, and we're going to head back in. We'll make sure that we take our rifle out as soon as we cross over the fence here. There we go. And yeah, we're on the lookout for crates. We're on the lookout for places that we haven't been yet. We can hear a little bit of noise inside here, so no doubt we do have some dead. Let's just double check here. It's a bathroom. This is probably a bathroom as well. We've definitely got someone in there. Okay, so looking at our books, Mechanical Mastery, we probably already know everything that we could know with that, but we'll take Guns and Ammo as well. We'll also take the other book because, yeah, we may be missing out on something there. Okay, anime body pillow and a Triffid. So there's definitely someone in here. Let's go put the earplugs in. We're going to open the door. Oh, okay, not there. But we do have a feral human. We're going to take a carefully aimed shot. We were attacked by the feral human. So, oh, they threw a rock at us. Right. Hopefully they don't do that again. 41 damage is good. We'll go for a regular aim shot, and that puts them down right away. We're not going to worry about smashing their body just yet. I think we have someone else in here still potentially. Or it could have just been that feral. No, we do have some dead in here, so we're going to do some carefully aimed shots at them. A regular aim shot takes that one down as well. Wonderful. These are probably also just bathrooms. Let's just do a quick Shift V to see if we're missing anything interesting. There's an IFAK pouch here, which we're probably just going to take the purification tablets and the hemostatic powder, and at this stage we'll stop taking the plastic bags because that's just going to get a little bit too cumbersome for our own good. We're on the lookout for some new army pants if we can find some. Obviously there's going to be a lot on the dead that are here, but they are going to be filthy and we don't really want to go through the whole process of getting them clean. There's nothing in those standing tanks. That's okay. I wouldn't mind us having a little bit of water. We're seeing a vine beast as well, so there's definitely some plant-based shenanigans happening around here. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually look like we have a space here that is cordoned off like we had at the other FEMA camp. So I don't think we're actually going to find anything crazy amazing in this place. And we didn't actually even get any ammunition back, at least yet. We haven't, and that's probably going to continue. Damn, that is a little unfortunate. Oh, the vine beasts are kind of just chilling up there. We're going to go around the other way because we don't want to deal with that right now. Strange creatures, Hilton. Strange. Okay, we can see the dead kind of did break through the fence up towards the north there. There is a little bit of water in the loo. We could take some of that, put it in our hydration pack, and start to purify it. Let's do that, just so that we've got something with us on the road. Okay, so we'll go and pour that into the hydration pack. Excellent. And now we're going to go and use the purification tablets. We're going to drop that into here. The volume water is too large to purify. So can we not just put in like a lot of purification tablets? I don't like that. That's annoying. I guess you just have to do it in far smaller volumes, which, okay. The hydration pack's kind of useless then. So let's just go and drop that off, and we're just going to use canteens and things like that. Yeah. Okay, let's take our earplugs out, jump behind the wheel once again, and start the vehicle. Oh, okay. It does have a little bit of a starter motor problem, but it started just fine. And oh boy, now that's definitely going to catch Hilton's attention. Not much of a chance of a helicopter being there, but that is a last man on Earth shelter. Yeah. And it's right next to this FEMA refugee camp. And oh boy, it's right by a number of Triffids. Okay. Well, this hideout is pretty well hidden, but it looks like we're probably going to have to kill a few Triffids to be able to make use of it. So steady up your rifle. You have new enemies to face here, Hilton. Plants, of all things, rushing towards him across the field here with murderous intent. Our ears ring. Let's put in our earplugs. I feel like that's a good plan. We'll take a precisely aimed shot there. That one's down. Okay. So I feel like this is kind of the killing zone. This is what we want to be firing from. We don't want to be firing too far away. Then again, that is also how we improve our rifle skill, by targeting things that are further away from us. But it shouldn't take us that much longer to take out the ones that are here. The Triffid flower is far away, but we do have two other Triffids that are getting closer, but they are right within that killing zone now. So it only took 2 to take down that other one. Let's see what we can do here. 2 shots, bad bleeding. We're going to need 1 more, I think, to take that out. And sure enough, we succeed. There is a Triffid flower over there, and there is something tunneling its way on over towards us. So I think that Hilton is just going to start to run, and he's going to run over towards this shelter here. Okay, so we're inside. Hopefully we should be safe. Let's go take those earplugs out, and we're just going to peek downstairs first of all. Well, the shelter door was open, so is there anybody here? Is there anybody home? Let's go turn our headlamp on. We are listening. I mean, this is the perfect kind of place to wait out the end of the world. We have a water pump here as well. Nice looking kitchen that no doubt could be wired up to solar panels if you were to get them going on the rooftop. Just being cautious, because, you know, there's always the possibility of us finding traps in a place like this. We've got some regular pants. Our army pants are torn, but they aren't completely falling apart yet. Eventually, though, they will. So that's something that we need to be a little bit prepared for. Prussian blue tablets, so that we're kind of ready for nuclear war, perhaps. That's a interestingly placed bookcase there, so we will be pulling that out. Okay, straw hat. Let's go move this thing if we can. Grab, oh, we have to get a little bit closer before we can do that. Just books in there right now. Okay, heavy, but we managed. And okay, I'm gonna just wait here for a moment, because I know that there are traps here, usually. So I want to be kind of sure of that if I can. Seems like we can step there just fine. What's your perception like? 9. Not great. Kind of hate this, because if we take another step forwards and there is indeed a shotgun trap there, we could very well be dead right now. And there isn't anything crazy on the other side. The 8-round auto-loading shotgun, that's not bad. I want to try and get into the back room here, but again, I'm just super nervous about there being a trap there and us not being able to see it because we don't actually have 10 perception. And our perception is actually higher than it usually is as well. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think it's reasonable that Hilton O'Neill, soldier, combat engineer, would be wary of there being traps in a place like this. Okay, we're going to move this display rack out in front of us. We're going to put the assault rifle on our chest, and we're just going to kind of move like this. We're straining to push it. We managed to move it. Okay, so Not trapped, as far as we can tell. Does that continue though? Well, what have we got in here? We've got some cork, and we have a wood axe, okay? An aluminium rod for welding. Okay, and back here, standing tanks that aren't full of anything. Okay, but we do have more doors back here. Okay, we have ourselves a single barrel shotgun. And in the back room, hello? A vacuum molder, some pliers, funnel, mesh screen, concrete mixer. Okay, a few different tools. The wrench is also nice, and wow, that is a decently sized supply room. Looking in here, propane cooker is useful, snow shovel, funnel, and a fair amount of food, a considerable amount of food at that. There is a map here as well, some first aid and a toolbox. Toolboxes, of course, are always useful. They're more than often going to have pretty much everything you need for basic repairs and whatnot. So let's go over to this survivors map and go and read that thing. And let's see what that has added to the map for us now. Well, I guess it's added roads, which is really, really useful. It will have also mentioned a few other locations that are around as well, like gun shops and grocery stores, things that survivalists rely on. I would hope that there would be, military installations as well, potentially, but I guess in this instance, no. But what we can see are the ends of roads. That's really, really important for us because that's where we find good stuff. We're not going to find a helipad in a city, but I mean, we've found a lot of good things here. This is a really, really good place. I think if nothing else, Hilton would keep this place in his mind because this is somewhere that someone could survive for a very, very long time. Yet, it is not for him to survive yet in a place like this. We're going to take the shot. The beanbags we're not going to worry about. We're going to maybe just push that door back. We won't be able to. We'll just go close that up for now, because then you really cannot see that there is something on the other side of it there. If we were wanting to improve our athletics further, we can do that here. Let's just have a look at our skills and see where that's at right now. Athletics are 5, but theoretically you can take it higher with some of the things that are here. We actually might not be able to. Yeah, it can only take your skill to 5. Okay, so we've already pushed it pretty much as far as we can. You can see that we have a lot of different crafting supplies and things like that, crafting recipes rather, that we have unlocked here. We can make a great many things. We can also make straight up clean water using the water purification tablets. So we do it that way then. Interesting. Okay, sure. But we don't have anything to put it into. Damn it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, back up top we go. We have Triffids, and we have something else tunneling around. We don't want to wait around to see what that is, so we're just going to run for our vehicle as fast as we can. Jumping into that, it's probably going to be a worm of some kind. We don't want to really encounter that, so let's just go back up. We'll get back onto the main road here, because I think that's going to be the fastest way for us to travel. We'll just drive around the Triffids for now, but no doubt there is a Triffid Grove around here, because holy crap, that's a lot of Triffids. That's, yeah, that's a lot. We did hit the bush there, but it was the bush or the Triffid, and the bush is going to be a little bit lighter than the Triffid. It's not going to have as much of an impact on our vehicle. So let's see. Looks like we've got a hazardous waste stock off guy here. So we're going to see what's at this one. Actually, no, let's work our way around. We're going to go to the one that's down south first. So we're kind of going to go past the hazardous waste along the way. We're running over rocks. We're trying as best we can to be aware of our surroundings. There is a portal that is opened on the field there. Let's avoid that vehicle and then turn down here. Looks like we've got another crater maybe. Yeah, and we've got some barns out here in the wilderness. I'm hoping that there might be something good at the other end as well, but we'll check and see what we've got going on down here first. Ooh, looks like a mansion. Indeed it is. So I'm of the belief that I feel like mansions should potentially have helipads at them, but I don't believe that is the case. Yeah, and it looks like for us to reach this one here, we're just gonna have to backtrack. So sure enough, that is what we are going to do. We'll slow down and then burn off in the other direction. So I will catch you when we are closer. Okay, and we've already reached it. It is a farm supply store. Okay, so we can see that there are farming vehicles out the front. I've never seen this location in game before, so it is kind of cool to see it. Yet again, super cool if you're wanting to go down the restarting civilization route, having big crop fields and whatnot. I think for the moment, we're probably just going to try and see what we've got going on those roads. I'm hoping that we're not going to encounter a massive forest here as we start to drive across the plains. We have some dead vegetation, okay, and there's definitely some kind of fungal tower. Okay, yeah, we won't be going towards that. Oh boy, well, that's rather unfortunate. Okay. There is always the possibility that that is going to happen. I mean, we've just also encountered some zomborgs. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. I'm going to say that Hilton saw them in the distance and kind of panicked a little bit and didn't see the boulder that was in front of them, because that's what happened to me. The SUV has taken a little bit of damage here. So it might not be a forever vehicle, but no vehicle is in Cataclysm. 2-story motel, that's not what we're after, buddy. Let's slam our foot on the pedal for reverse, and we're going to head away from here, moving over towards what I think is probably another city, but there are some roads on the outskirts that we would want to have a look at. Oh yes, and that is certainly one thing that we do want to check out. A radio tower will give us so much vision of the surrounding area. However, this radio tower seems to be surrounded by wasps. Wasps are notoriously difficult to shoot with a rifle. In saying that though, I think it's maybe a good opportunity to see if Hilton has gotten better. We're going to go put his earplugs in. We're going to go and wield this rifle, and we'll see how he fares. These are just regular wasps. They're not giant wasps by any means, but yeah, we can see that our chance to hit isn't amazing, but once they get close enough, we can take them down relatively easily. So a precise shot there didn't really give us anything. We'll try and do another here. Okay, great, fantastic. More wasps are starting to swarm towards us. We don't want to be hitting the vehicle here, but yeah, we'll just steady up. We'll let them get closer. And honestly, once they're within a few squares, that's when we take our shot. So steady, steady, steady. Okay, take our shot there. That was a little risky, but it worked out. We've spotted yet another wasp, and there we go. Okay, the sky is abuzz. We have a wasp guard that might actually get to us first, so I'm going to see if I can focus on this one for now. We kind of can, kind of can't. Oh boy. Right, you're a little bit closer than I would like. And now you're really close, and we need to run. And I think we can just outpace them. So that's good to know. We might also just want to go to the handgun here. I think that's probably the play. Attack by the wasp guard, stop aiming. Yeah, so the wasp guard seems to be able to shoot us from a bit of a distance, or rather attack us from a bit of a distance. We're going to drop the rifle. We're going to activate our holster here, draw out our SIG. We've got 8 shots with this thing. We should theoretically be able to shoot them. Well, yeah, we hit it, but we hit it for 9 damage. Okay, 18 damage is better. We've got another wasp that is above us, a wasp guard. That's the one that actually attacked us. We will say no, we will keep on aiming here. Excellent, okay, we managed to hit the wasp guard. It is nearly dead. One more shot should be able to do it. Let's see if we can get greedy. Steadied up a little bit more here. Our left arm is bleeding, that's unfortunate. Okay, yes, we will stop aiming there. All right, 19 damage. You can see they really don't have a lot of health. So all we need to do is hit them a few times and they will die. So that's good. All right, we've only got one more shot with this pistol. So that's less than great. Thick part of the exoskeleton. Do we have a magazine for this? No. Okay, and it takes ages to reload it. That is unfortunate, but it should be pretty quick for us to pick up our rifle again. We're going to take a little bit of damage here as we try to steady up, but we managed to do that. Okay, we did get damage then again. Unfortunate, attack by the wasp. Let's start to move back here, Hilton, because this is getting a little bit concerning. Okay, take our shot there, 37 damage, wonderful. And we have 3 more of them and 2 wasp guards that can see us. So yeah, we really need to start taking this further to the south. We are getting further away from our vehicle, which I don't like, but what are you gonna do? Shoot a wasp about it, apparently. Try to. Okay, there we go, that's good. A fully automatic shot really isn't gonna help us here either. Awesome, 23 damage is enough to take that one out. So this one here, we should be able to get up to like a kind of precise shot. We will not stop aiming, we will ignore. Let it get closer. All right, it was real close there. And we have another wasp guard coming from the south now. Yeah, there's a bit more here than I thought. That's all right, as long as they're not above us. They may be. There's yet another wasp guard as well, okay? 78 damage there, very nice. Okay, whenever we go to shoot, it's always going to target the one that is closest to us. So I think we can be at least a little bit confident that there isn't something, you know, hovering right on top of us right now. We also don't need to worry about reloading this rifle because it's got a massive magazine. So steady, steady, steady. We'll take our shot, 65 damage. That's what we want. Now, this wasp guard is closer to us, and it is going to be getting closer. The others might also be getting closer still, but we got it. It was hovering above us. It'll drop down in just a moment. We'll probably see its body appear. Okay, blood is dripping from our left arm. That's fine. Stay focused, Hilton. There are many more wasps around, but you're doing okay, all things considered. Yeah, right. Okay. We've got a wasp that is actually in our vehicle right now. What I'm trying to do is, let's just drop our rifle for a second, stop all that bleeding, that's good. Distressing pain is going to have us be a little bit distracted, which is not exactly what we want. We also don't want to be hitting our vehicle here if we can with our rifle, so we're going to try and steady up as much as possible. The wasp is down. Wonderful. Let's get that stamina back. We've got a little bit of rain here, and there are still 4 wasps remaining up here by this tower, but where exactly? Okay, they're further away right now. That's good. They're trying to attack a firefly. Okay, that's fine. As long as they are further away, there is a wasp guard that is a little bit closer right now, but that's less of our concern. Okay, so we definitely want to reload our pistol, which I think I just dropped on the ground. Yes, we did. Okay, so let's go reload that. We're probably going to have to just wear our... Oh no, we can just do it like that. That's good. That's good. I kind of wish that we did hunt to see if we had some more magazines for that pistol. I don't believe that we do. I actually don't think it takes magazines. So yeah, that's a drawback. Actually, hang on. That's a lie. Yeah, P230 8-round magazine. Oh, we've totally lost our back seat here. I don't think that we had anything on that seat, thankfully. Yeah, I don't actually think we have any other magazines. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Towards the tower we go. We have to wear this briefly to be able to climb up. Take that back out. Okay. All right, so as we start to go up, we're going to be hitting Shift V occasionally just to see what is around. That wasp guard is a little bit close for my liking. Let's keep going up. Okay, we can see items around here. Now, we don't have to kill everything and anything that's up here. We just need to get up the top, and we can see that this is a nasty looking place. We are at the top now, so we should be able to have sight of the area around us, and sure enough, we do. Big rural setting. We've got a huge amount of hayfields and whatnot to the north of us. I'm not seeing any military installations jumping out at me right now. We do have a survivor's bunker though, which I haven't actually ever seen before. Last Man on Earth shelters, yeah, certainly, but a survivor's bunker. I would like to investigate that. I would like to check that out. We also do have, I think, another FEMA camp over here. Yeah, so that's another chance for us to get resources. We also have another radio tower, so I think it's pretty clear what our path is going to be. We're going to be heading west across towards this bunker. Then we have the FEMA camp, which we can get some more resources at. We have the radio tower that will give us some more sight of the area, and then over to the west here we have a fire lookout tower, which that should let us know what is going on by St. George up to the north there. For now though, Hilton is going to try to cautiously make his way back down. He's getting better with his rifle, certainly, and he is traveling further afield. Yet he has still not found what he seeks. And the next, he will continue that search, and so please do join me then. And while you're here, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.